Sarah, no last name. Just the girl who has memorized every single inch of this house by sound alone. The third stair creaks, the hallway floorboard by his bedroom sighs, the bathroom door sticks if you don't lift the handle just right. Stands in Everett's ensuite at 6:49 a.m., with her heart trying to climb out of her throat and run straight into his hands. The shower is still dripping, the glass walls fogged in slow-moving clouds, the marble floor warm under her bare feet like the house itself is holding its breath with her. She's wrapped in his navy towel, the one he's had forever, the one that smells like cedar and the expensive body wash he started buying after she once, offhand, said it smelled like safety. The towel is too big, too soft, too everything, and it keeps slipping off one shoulder while she finger combs wet hair because she forgot her brush in the guest room like the universe is laughing at her. She thought he was still asleep. She thought she had at least 15 more minutes before the world woke up and remembered she turned 18 exactly 4 hours and 42 minutes ago, right after he carried in the chocolate cake with the single sparkler and watched her blow it out with that look, half proud, half wrecked, all waiting. You guys will never believe what just happened. I'm Sarah, officially 18 as of 2:07 a.m., when I closed my eyes and finally wished out loud for the one thing I've wanted since I was 16, and crying on his porch because some boy broke my heart, and Everett held me until I stopped shaking and promised me the world would get better, and I believed him because it was him. And this is happening right now, 6:49 a.m. On the first morning, I'm legally allowed to stop pretending I only borrow his hoodies because I'm cold. The towel is still damp around my shoulders, the tile is still warm, the mirror is still fogged with my breath. The hallway is still silent, and the soft creak of floorboards is the only warning I get that the waiting is over. Hit subscribe, ring the bell, drop a comment if you've ever stood dripping in someone's bathroom praying the universe finally caught up to your heart. Let's go. I'm twisting a strand of hair around my finger, trying to wring the water out and the panic in, trying to pretend I'm not standing here wearing nothing but his towel and 2 years of wanting when the footsteps start. Slow, heavy, familiar, the exact rhythm I've fallen asleep to through the wall for 2 years. The rhythm I've timed my breathing to on nights when storms knocked the power out, and I pretended I was scared of thunder instead of scared of how much I wanted to crawl into his bed and never leave. Freeze. Heart in my mouth. Freeze. Everett appears in the doorway, barefoot, wearing nothing but low-slung gray sweatpants that should be illegal at any hour, and sleep-rumpled salt and pepper hair that makes my fingers ache to fix it. His chest is bare, still carrying the faint warmth of the bed now, our bed, and his green eyes blink the last of the night away, then widen when they land on me, a towel slipping off one shoulder, hair dripping onto his marble, cheeks burning hotter than the shower ever was, looking exactly like someone who just crossed every line she's been towing since she was 16. For 7 full seconds, nobody breathes. The steam curls between us like it's nervous, too. You're up early, he says finally, voice rough with sleep and something deeper, something that makes my stomach drop straight through the floor and keep falling. I swallow, clutch the towel tighter with one hand, try to sound casual, and fail spectacularly. I just turned 18. Figured I could get ready here. The words hang in the steam like smoke signals neither of us knows how to read yet, but both of us understand perfectly. His eyes soften, surprised, careful, suddenly wide awake. He leans one shoulder against the doorframe like his knees need the help, gaze flicking from my wet hair to the towel barely clinging to me to the tiny puddle forming at my feet and back to my face like he's trying to solve a puzzle he's been carrying around for years and just realized the last piece was always in his hand. Sarah, he says, my name gentle and wrecked all at once, like he's been practicing how it feels to say it without the word kid attached anymore, like he's tasting freedom for the first time, and it tastes like me. I bite my lips so hard I taste copper. I didn't mean to wake you, the guest shower's cold and yours was already warm, and I thought. I stop because there is no good ending to that sentence that doesn't sound like I've been planning this exact moment since the first time I accidentally used his shampoo and spent the rest of the day dizzy with how much I wanted to stay wrapped in his scent forever. He steps into the bathroom, slow, deliberate, like I'm something wild he doesn't want to scare off. The door clicks shut behind him with his heel. The room shrinks to the size of the two of us and all the air we're not breathing. You can use whatever you want, he murmurs, voice low enough that the steam swallows half of it. Anytime, always, You never have to ask. You never had to ask. The towel slips another inch. I still don't fix it. He's close enough now that I can see the faint stubble shadowing his jaw, the tiny scar above his eyebrow from the time he tried to teach me to change a tire, and the wrench slipped, the way his pulse is hammering at the base of his throat like it's trying to escape and find me, close enough that the heat rolling off his bare chest fights the steam and wins. I'm 18 now, I whisper, braver this time, meeting his eyes and refusing to look away. In case that changes anything, something shifts behind the green. Relief, hunger, 2 years of restraint snapping like an overtight string pulled 1 millimeter too far. It changes everything, he says, rough and reverent, taking one more step until the towel brushes his chest and I have to tip my head back to keep eye contact. And nothing. I've been waiting for the clock to catch up to where I've been since the first night you fell asleep on my couch, and I carried you to bed and almost kissed your forehead and hated myself for wanting to. Since the night you were 16 and crying on my porch because some boy didn't deserve you, and I held you until you stopped shaking and promised myself I'd wait until you were old enough to choose this without me stealing pieces of your future. Since the first time you stole my hoodie, and I let you keep it because it looked like it belonged to you more than it ever belonged to me. My breath catches so hard it hurts. Tears prick sudden and hot because he just said every secret I've carried alone for 2 years out loud like they were his secrets too, like we've been keeping the same silence on opposite sides of the same wall. He lifts a hand, slow enough that I could stop him. I don't, I never will again, and brushes a wet strand of hair off my cheek, thumb lingering on my cheekbone like he's testing if I'm real, like he's scared I'll vanish if he blinks. Still cold, he asks, voice barely above the drip of the shower, eyes searching mine for permission he's terrified I won't give. Never was, I answer, and let the towel fall. It pools on the warm tile like surrender, like victory, the sound of 2 years of waiting finally hitting the floor. For one heartbeat, he just looks, eyes dark, breath ragged, every muscle locked like he's still giving me an out even now. Then he makes a low sound, part groan, part prayer, all relief, and closes the last inch of space. His hands cup my face, thumbs brushing my cheeks like he's memorizing the shape of this moment, and he kisses me like a man who's been starving for years and just found water. The kiss is soft at first, morning slow, reverent, tasting like cedar and relief, and finally, then deeper, hungrier, like the steam gave us permission to stop pretending. My back meets the warm marble counter, his hands slide to my waist, lift me like I weigh nothing. Water from my hair drips between us, cold against hot skin. I wrap my legs around his hips without thinking, fingers tangling in his hair, and he groans into my mouth like I just broke something beautiful open inside him. We don't make it out of the bathroom for a very long time. 12 a.m. The shower is running again, this time with both of us in it. Water pounding hot on our shoulders, his hands in my hair with shampoo, because I admitted, laughing and shy, that I've always wanted someone to wash my hair for me. He's gentle, methodical, reverent, like he's handling something priceless. Every time his fingers massage my scalp, I make a sound I didn't know I could make, and he kisses my shoulder like an apology and a promise. 38 a.m. We're wrapped in one towel now, his, of course, barely covering both of us, sitting on the closed toilet lid while he blow-dries my hair because I told him once, half joking, that I loved the way it felt when someone else did it. His fingers are careful, parting sections, warm air brushing my neck. Every time the dryer moves, I shiver, and he pauses to kiss the spot like it's his new favorite hobby. 7 a.m. We finally make it to the kitchen. Me wearing nothing but his t-shirt and his boxers because my overnight bag is still in the guest room and neither of us cares enough to go get it. He makes coffee while I steal sips from his mug, perched on the counter where he kissed me again, between pouring water and finding filters. Sunlight is pouring through the window, painting everything gold like the universe is proud of itself for taking its sweet time. 41 a.m. We're on the couch, our couch now, my legs across his lap, his fingers tracing lazy circles on my bare knee, while he tells me every single moment he almost gave in over the last 2 years, and didn't because he promised himself he'd wait. I tell him every moment I almost said it out loud and didn't, because I was terrified he'd never look at me the same. We laugh, we cry a little, We kiss like punctuation after every sentence. 2 a.m. He carries me back to his bed, our bed now, because the couch is too small for everything we still need to say with our hands. Sunlight stripes the sheets, dust motes dancing like confetti. We're slow this time, worshipful, like we have all the time in the world, now that the clock finally caught up. 7 a.m. We're in the kitchen again, making pancakes while wearing nothing but each other's fingerprints. There's flour on his cheek, batter on my thigh, where he stole a taste with his thumb and then kissed the spot clean. The radio plays low, something old and perfect, and he spins me under his arm like we've been doing this every Saturday forever. 4:44 p.m. We're on the porch swing, my head on his chest, his heartbeat steady under my ear, fingers laced so tightly it feels like we're afraid to let go and discover this was a dream. The neighborhood is quiet, the sky is endless. He kisses my temple every time the swing moves forward, like punctuation marks on a sentence that never has to end. 19 p.m. We finally shower again, together, obviously, laughing, because we're both pruny and starving, and neither of us wants to be the first to say we should probably eat real food. He wraps me in a fresh towel, carries me to the kitchen, sets me on the counter while he makes grilled cheese. I steal bites from his fingers. He kisses the butter off my lips. 58 p.m. Sunset paints the living room orange and pink. We're exactly where we started, on the couch, tangled under the same blanket from last night. Only now the towel is long forgotten. The blow dryer is still on the bathroom counter, next to the navy towel that never made it back onto the rack, and the house smells like coffee and cedar and us forever. Still cold? He asks against my temple, voice warm and sleepy and perfect. Never was, I answer, and pull the blanket over both of us like a promise, like a new universe with exactly 2 people in it, and no intention of ever letting the rest of the world back in. Sarah winks at the camera, phone propped on the marble counter where it's been recording since 6:47 a.m., battery at 2%, red light still bravely blinking through the steam, navy towel pooled on the floor like a surrender flag that finally won the war. And that's how drying my hair became the entire day, the entire life, the entire everything. Some birthdays you blow out candles, some birthdays the steam clears, and you finally see the man who's been standing in the doorway waiting for you to be brave enough to drop the towel and step into the life you were always meant to have. Wearing nothing but his love and his name on your skin, like subscribe, ring the bell, comment the moment you realized 18 wasn't just a number. It was permission to stop pretending you were ever just borrowing his hoodie. Just turned 18, just let the towel fall. And he caught me finally perfectly forever.